Hello student, welcome to this next video of class 12 business studies, and this was lesson organizing we were doing. So till now we have seen that in organizing works are divided into small groups, and heads are made of each group, and because of this what happens, superior subordinate relation is created. Means when managers are performing organizing function, and organization structure is automatically created. Okay, then so the organizational means what is organizational structure? It can be defined as the framework within which managerial and operating tasks are performed. And what is span of management, student? This it refers to the number of subordinates that can be effectively managed by a superior. Means span of management, it gives shape to the organizational structure. How? How it gives shape? Means this span of management, it decides that how many employees or subordinates can be effectively managed by one manager. Means the limitation of an manager, means how many at a time, how many subordinate can be controlled by one superior. Then this organizational structure, it is divided into functional structure and divisional structure. But before that, what's the use of these structure? Means why organizational structure is divided between functional and divisional structure. So let's see first what is functional structure and what is divisional structure. Means because of these structure, what happens? The clear idea about working style of an enterprise is given. Like when means there are different functions of a company, like manufacturing, finance, purchase. So when the activities, similar activities are grouped under one single department on the basis of its function, it is said to be functional structure. Means all job related to production are grouped in production department, all related to purchase are grouped in purchase department, and so on. So let's see functional structure. Activities are grouped and departments are created on the basis of specific functions to be performed. Like there is an MD of a company, and under this MD, means MD can't control thousands of people. So what the company has done, that under one MD there will be 4 to 5 departments. Okay, and each department will be having their head, and each head will be responsible for their own department, and these head will be answerable to this MD. So all the functions related to human resource will be like recruitment, selection, it will be under human resource. Then all the activities related to marketing like advertising and sales, it will come under marketing department. Anything related to purchase, maintenance of purchase record, everything related to purchasing, it will come under purchase department. So what is this? These are the functions of different kinds of functions of any company. So when the company it divides its structure on the basis of these functions, it is known as functional structure. So now let's see the suitability, means in which type of company this functional structure will be suitable. So it is suitable for medium sized firm and having a single product or small number of related products. Means the company which is manufacturing only one product, like company manufacturing cream or manufacturing say cosmetic. So here they are just focusing on one product, that is cream. So therefore functional structure will be suitable. Now let's see the advantages, that what are the advantages of functional structure. So student, as means before looking at the points of advantages, why not we once think on our own and then we match with the, means with these points of advantages, that whether we are right or not. So let's talk. So as we saw that in functional department, Work of similar nature, they are grouped together and departments are made. Clear? So don't you think that the employees, when assigned a particular task and doing the work again and again, they will be specialized in their work? Then means in that particular function they will be specialized, means the one who is doing the jobs related to production, they will be specialized in that production work. The one who is doing the work related to advertisement, they will be very much specialized in that function. So therefore it is said that functional specialization is possible because of functional structure. Then another thing that because employees are specialized in one task, then definitely they will do the work more efficiently. Efficiently means what? Means when minimizing the cost. Doing the same work, the employee, they will be able to know how to minimize the cost. And due to cost minimization, what will happen? Definitely profit will increase, as now same work will be done in less cost, isn't it? Then as the activities are of same nature, they are grouped together. So in case suppose any training is required in any particular department, means when training is required, suppose to uh, the company think that now they want to train their staff of advertisement department. So now what will happen in such kind of case of any training required, it will be given to that particular department and it will be very easy for the company to do it. Means if the company see that there is more focus to be given on advertising sales, then only that department, that is sales department, will be focused. Then each function, each department will get due focus and attention, and also because all works are properly divided, so there will be, I think, no chance of two people doing the same work, because each and everyone must be aware about their task. So no duplication of work will be there, isn't it? So now let's see the points we discussed. Are they matching with what we just now we have talked about? So let's see. The functional specialization means it leads to occupational specialization, since emphasis is placed on a specific function, as if the whole work has been divided into small groups. So definitely the one will be specialized in that particular work. Then because the one they are specialized, efficiency will be increasing. It helps in increasing managerial and operational efficiency, and due to which profit will increase. When cost will be less, definitely profit will increase. Then proper attention ensures that different functions like production, marketing, they get due attention, because division has been made, sorry, on the basis of the function the work has been divided. Then definitely it will ensure that all function they get due attention. Then better control and coordination means it promotes control coordination within a department, because employees perform similar tasks. Minimizes costs, leads to minimize duplication of work, which result in lower costs. Clear? And last, facilitates training. It helps in training employees easily. It ensures that different functions get due attention. So student, we have discussed all these points we have covered while we were discussing about the advantages. So I hope it is clear to you all that how the this functional structure, how is it useful for any company. Now let's see, after talking about advantages, disadvantages. So the first disadvantage says that less importance on organizational objectives. Functional structure gives more importance to the objectives of functional head than the objective of organization. So student, you must have seen one of the advantages that they focus on their departmental objective. Means, as we know that due to functional structure, all the members of one department, they what they are going to do, they are just focusing on the achievement of the target of their own department. When departments are made, sales department, purchase department, so what they are doing, they are just focusing on the achievement, on the completion of the work of their particular department, and so they may fail to give priority to organizational objective. Then the second disadvantage says that problems in coordination, lack of coordination among different departments. There will be problem of coordination among different department, as you know that each department is specialized in their own function. Like production department, they will be specialized in producing goods, sales department in selling goods. So here what happens that each department, they fail to understand the priority of other department. Okay, and which leads to problem in coordination. And student, you must have noticed one point, that an advantage we said that better coordination. Okay, and here we are saying that problem in coordination. So you may ask that what's the difference. So you must see one word has been used in the advantage, that there it is said that within department, means coordination within department is used. So as each department, for achieving their objective, definitely they will work in coordination, but there may be lack in coordination in different department. Means when we talk about one single department, then yes, there will be coordination, they will work for each other, but there may be sometime problems in coordination among different department, because each are focusing on their own objective of their own department. Clear? Then interdepartmental conflict. A conflict of interest will arise within different department. As we know that all managers, they are expert in their field, so this may happen that there may be possibility of attitude formation, isn't it? That means the managers, they may think that they are very much knowledgeable, they need not to consult other, they need not to discuss with other. So this may give rise to conflict sometimes. Then the another disadvantage is inflexibility. It may lead to inflexibility due to narrow perspective of employees. Why inflexibility? Like now the employees, what we have seen in functional department student, that the employees, they are specialized in their field. Okay, and also that from the advantages we came to know that training if required, then particular department has been given the training to that particular department only. So the employees of one department, they are expert in their own field, and this may act as disadvantage also. Like see, suppose there is requirement of employees for sales department. Okay, and maybe sometimes it happens that purchase department may have some extra employees, but because these employees of purchase department, they are just expert in their own field, in purchase only, so they will not be able to work for sales department, and that is why it is said that one of the disadvantages can be inflexibility of the employees, that the employees are not flexible enough to work for every department. The kind of training they are given, they are just focused on that particular department only. Then the last disadvantages says that it is difficulty in fixing accountability, means it becomes difficult to hold a particular department responsible for any problem. Yes, how? See, as we know that no department can work in isolation, means they need to work in coordination. So it can give rise in difficulty in fixing accountability, like if suppose the MD ask from production department that why they are producing inferior quality of goods, then the head of the production department may answer that this is because the purchase department is purchasing poor quality of raw material. Then purchase department may say that they are purchasing poor quality because the finance department, they are not giving accurate amount of money, the amount of money which is required for them to purchase those kind of raw material. So this may happen that one department, they will not take the responsibility of any problem, and therefore there will be difficulty in fixing accountability. So student, these are the advantages and disadvantages of the functional structure. So in next video we are going to study about the divisional structure, which I have already told you that there are two kind of structure. One is function and one is divisional. So in next video we will see about the divisional structure. Till then, thank you, take care, and please student like, subscribe, and share the videos. And if in case of any problem, you can ask me through through comment box. Thank you.